With the Wake Up Newscast, I'm all about honoring and amplifying credible local journalism. Every story in every newscast credits and links back to the original source. Want to go deeper into any story? Just scroll down into the show notes to find the hyperlinked headlines. Okay, on with today's news. Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for closing your week out with me for your Friday newscast, March 20th. HCA Healthcare's board is urging shareholders to reject a proposal from North Carolina State Senator Julie Mayfield that would require detailed reporting on the health impacts of its hospital acquisitions, including Mission Health. Mayfield is an HCA shareholder, and she wants data on physician departures, staffing levels, patient satisfaction, and community perception over the past decade. She cites more than 200 physician departures at Mission and multiple immediate jeopardy citations since HCA's $1.5 billion purchase in 2019. Board leaders are calling the report impractical and unnecessary. Shareholders will vote April 23rd. Read more about this in the Asheville Watchdog. Buncombe County commissioners are considering merging 20 fire tax districts into one unified district covering areas outside Asheville, Black Mountain, and Weaverville. Fire Marshal Kevin Tipton called the current system a quilt work of fire districts, with tax rates ranging from about 8 cents to nearly 23 cents per $100 of assessed value, along with uneven service levels. He said rural departments often have the highest rates, but the fewest staff and oldest equipment. 40 county fire trucks are more than 20 years old. Commissioners are set to vote April 21st with a public hearing the same day. Read more about this at Blue Ridge Public Radio. Former North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper brought his U.S. Senate campaign to Asheville this week, pitching a message to, quote, make stuff cost less. Speaking in the RAD, Cooper pointed to rising rents, power bills, and health insurance premiums across North Carolina. He says large data centers strain the state's aging power grid and leave customers, quote, footing part of the bill. Cooper wants tech companies to pay the full cost of their energy use and build their own power sources. He also called for more federal Helene recovery funds and criticized rising gas prices. Read more in the Citizen Times. A pre-litigation meeting between several Black Mountain businesses and the town of Black Mountain ended without a resolution. Black Mountain Brewing, the Rail Yard, and the food truck Smoke met with town leaders and attorneys Wednesday to try to settle a dispute tied to the closure of the brewery's upper deck. The town has acknowledged past errors in permitting and inspection practices. In a press release, the businesses said they hoped to avoid costly litigation, but made no progress. Brewery owners say they're evaluating all available options. Read more at WLOS. And organizers in Asheville are preparing for the Great Mother March, an expected 456-mile pilgrimage on foot over 32 days, beginning Sunday and ending on Earth Day at the U.S. Capitol. March founder Whitney Freya calls it, quote, more than a walk, it's a movement, focused on honoring the feminine and promoting unity. The march will travel through 32 communities in North Carolina and Virginia, peppered along the way with local events, art, and volunteer opportunities. Participation is free, but registration and waivers are required. A kickoff festival with a slate of live music happens tomorrow from 1 to 7 p.m. in Pack Square. You can find all the details at greatmothermarch.com. As you can tell every time you listen to Wake Up, I draw all the content from the credible sources of journalism right in this city. But if I've messed up with anything like how to pronounce something, or you think there's just something more I need to know about a certain story, you can always drop me a line at editor@wakeupthenews.org. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next episode of Wake Up.